Good morning, Parkland. Today is Friday, April 12th, 2013. We made it. The weekend is here. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. You may be seated. We are going to begin with an incredible story from last week. A man in Oregon had a 3,000-pound tractor fall on top of him. His two teenage daughters lifted it off of him to save his life. Here's a brief clip.
In the quiet country 15 miles east of Lebanon, people know how to take care of themselves. It's essential. Emergency medical care is a long ways off.
About 20 minutes, probably.
Which is why there was no room for error on Monday, April 1st, when Jeff Smith nearly went for the last ride of his life on his 1949 tractor.
I reached for the shifter, but my boots had a bunch of mud on it, and my foot slipped off the clutch, and it just walked that tractor straight over backwards on top of me.
He was pinned in the middle of his garden. His daughters were out walking their dogs, and with no one else around, he did the only thing he could. He screamed for help.
Which was scary because it was on my chest. Every time I called out for help, it's kind of like a constrictor. Every time I yelled out, I lost some of that. I could only get some of that back.
His daughters heard the cries and ran back to the house.
He was just laying in the dirt underneath the tractor, and he was just screaming, and he would not stop screaming.
They tried to dig him out, but they couldn't, so they grabbed onto the heavy iron machine weighing 3,000 pounds and lifted.
Do you remember what it was like? I mean, when you grabbed onto it, were you thinking anything?
This is really heavy, but I need to get it off of him.
I was saying, God help me, over and over, because I obviously could not lift it myself. It was heavy.
But not heavier than their desire to save their dad. They raised it just enough for him to slide out.
They're great girls, but I mean, that's a lot of weight just to think. I mean, honestly, I don't know if I'm a big guy, and I don't know if I could do that.
8 days after it happened, 16-year-old Hannah and 14-year-old Haley still struggled to explain how they did it. Maybe it's because they knew they had to rescue their father. They couldn't wait 20 minutes. And maybe it's because they didn't have time to wonder if it was possible.
It's crazy.
Yeah, I mean,
I can't believe we did it.
It's kind of like a dream when you think back. It just feels like a dream. It feels like it never happened.
Now for some school news. The National Junior Honor Society will have an induction ceremony practice today from 3 to 5. If you have not turned in your NJHS permission commitment forms, please do so today to Miss Anna Michon.
It is that time of the year again. The book fair is here. The book fair will be open for students next week. If you would like to volunteer to help out, don't forget to turn in your permission slip to Miss White today.
Students, did you lose your keys, glasses, or a piece of jewelry? If so, check with Miss King in the main office during lunch to see if it was found.
Don't forget about the Earth Day contest. We are looking for some really creative ideas. Show everyone how incredibly talented Parkland is. See Miss Keller or Miss Gilchrist with any questions. Wish these students a happy birthday today.
Happy birthday to you. Oh yeah, happy birthday to you. Hippo. Happy birthday to
It's raining and a little dreary outside this morning, but you should still get some exercise. So why don't you dance along with these animals?
The weekend has arrived and the temperature is supposed to be perfect. Turn off all electronics and head outside to enjoy the fresh air.
Your video games will be there when you get back. And remember, you'll only have 45 more days left in the school year.
We'll see you Monday. Bye.